everyone, Lexi here with McWane Science Center, and welcome back to Sci Sparks. In today's episode, I'm going to stick my hand in liquid nitrogen. Is this a really bad idea? No, really, is this a bad idea? This is liquid nitrogen, and it is negative 321 degrees Fahrenheit. That makes it extremely dangerous. Prolonged exposure can cause nerve damage, blisters, and even frostbite. So if I'm going to be able to put my hand in this and leave with all of my fingers, we're going to need to understand a few things first. And that is where this comes in. For our first test, I'm going to use this really hot metal ball. You can see just how hot it is when I do this. What do we think is going to happen when I put the hot metal into the liquid nitrogen? Now, because the liquid nitrogen is so cold, we expect it to cool the metal down. Except, it's just as hot as it was before. Why? Because the metal is so much hotter than liquid nitrogen, it causes the surrounding liquid to instantly evaporate into a gas. The force of this evaporation creates a protective gap between the metal and the liquid called a vapor layer, meaning that right now, the metal isn't even touching the liquid nitrogen at all. It's called the Leidenfrost effect, and it allows me to do this. But only for a short amount of time. My core body temperature is a lot hotter than liquid nitrogen, so the liquid never actually comes into contact with my skin. But if we want to see this same effect using room temperature water, we are going to need something a lot hotter than my hand. This is thermite, a mixture of finely powdered aluminum and iron oxide. When you add enough heat, a combustion reaction starts, creating aluminum oxide, elemental iron, and a lot more heat. How much heat? Around 4,000 degrees. This is the true potential of the Leidenfrost effect, powerful enough to keep a flame burning even underwater. But you don't need liquid nitrogen or thermite to see this in your own home. Ever flicked water onto a hot skillet? This is the Leidenfrost effect, a thin vapor layer allowing the water droplets to skate around on the surface, like a puck on an air hockey table. So the next time you're cooking burgers or making pancakes, give it a try. Well, thank you for watching this episode of Sci Sparks. To catch new episodes, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit us at McWane.org. Until next time.